Welcome to the 2 days workshop on developing e-content. As a teacher, we have experienced a new challenge during this COVID-19 situation. Earlier, we used to limited ourselves to the classroom and we are limited to chalk and talk, and sometimes we used a PowerPoint presentation or such kind of thing to explain our content in the classroom. But the situation now changed. We need to develop our e-content so that people will be watching it throughout the world. So how to develop it, what kind of things are required, in this 2 days workshop we are going to learn. Now, so the objective of this workshop is to enable the participants to create e-contents in the form of videos. Now, why actually we are looking forward for developing e-content? Instead of going to say why, let me give you some benefits of it. Now, I have listed only 3. I wanted my listener to list out few more. The first benefit that we'll get is save time. Whenever we are creating a e-content, it is found that the recipient learns 5 times more than the traditional learning as compared to our e-learning. Secondly, it is flexible. Mode of delivery and flexibility makes e-learning more effective. So when we talk about flexibility, let us talk about flexibility of a teacher and flexibility of a student while learning e-content. Now think about a teacher. Every year or every semester he needs to go to a classroom and deliver a topic. Next year again it will be getting repeated. When the teacher records or makes a e-content, then the same thing can be made available to students, those who didn't come or those who didn't turn up when you delivered the topic in the classroom. The student can learn at any point, at any time they wanted to. So student can learn it at any point of time and the teacher can teach the subject at any point of time because it is available throughout the year 24/7. So that's why from teacher point of view it is not required to deliver again and again, and from student point of view he can learn at any time. Similarly affordable. It is quick and easy access over internet and at a low cost. These are 3 benefits only I have listed. There can be many more. Because of these reasons, possibly we'll go for creating a e-content in the form of video. When we say e-content, it means electronic content, the digital content that can be transmitted over a computer network such as internet. This definition is basically given by Wikipedia. Now, e-content will include the text, images, graphics, animations, audios, videos, everything. Now, sometimes e-content will be single element carrying any one of the above element or all of the above elements joining together, and it can be displayed offline or online in the web page and can be transferable from one computer to other computer, or it can be available in the internet. When we are talking about nature of e-content, it is an innovative application. Now it may be internet based, which include text, audio, animation, visual and all those things. It is all forms of digital information that is used to multiple purpose in different field of areas. Now the features of e-content supposed to be having learner friendly for easy navigation, and e-content is technologically friendly to people for downloaded text material, and used on computer independently for the purpose of learning process. Another important features of e-content is learner centric. It is useful in self-instructional mode. Now, it means when we are going to the classroom and deliver using a chalk and board, at the same time whoever are present in the classroom will be learning. That becomes teacher centric. When it is learner centric, the learner can learn at any point of time he wanted to learn it. Now, e-content is also teachers friendly. It is used in various teaching learning methods such as classroom, lectures, and lectures to a group, or in the lab session. So everywhere we can use the e-content that we have developed, and it is available throughout. So that's why it is also teachers friendly. If the teacher is there or not, his content can be delivered. Basically, we need some kind of software in order to make this e-content in the form of videos. Now, one of my friend called me and asked, I belong to a mechanical department, then I need to show a lathe machine. Why should I need a software for that? I'll just videograph it. But then when you are making a e-content, you must add some kind of voice into it. You must add some kind of text into it. You must play some kind of a video or animation for this. So combining all this into one platform, you need some kind of software tools. So whether you belongs to a civil department, whether you belongs to mechanical department, whether you belongs to pharmacy department, it doesn't mean that you don't need a software. So mostly in the workshop we are discussing about some software that is useful for developing your e-content in the form of videos. So basically these are the different type of tools that we need for developing of the e-content. The first one is your graphic editing tool, then you need video editing tool, then you need audio editing tool, animation tool, and authoring tools. These are the different type of tools that you need to develop a e-content in the form of video. Now these softwares can be either a free software or it can be a purchased one, a licensed software. Now let us discuss some of them. There are freewares for graphic tool, like you will be having Drawpad, you will be having Inkscape, you will be having GIMP software, you will be having Google Sketch. You will not believe this. The GIMP software is so powerful. You can do anything what you can do with your Photoshop. And this is a two-dimensional editing you can do with this. And with Google SketchUp, you can do some kind of three-dimensional editing, three-dimensional pictures, and along with that you can do some type of animations in 3D also. All these softwares are free of cost. Apart from that, when you are going to purchase for graphical editing tools, you will be having Adobe Photoshop. Now you need some kind of audio editing tools also. And Audacity. These tools are free of cost, and most of the people use Audacity to do some kind of modulation or demodulation kind of thing with your sound. Now SoundForge is one more software that you need to purchase. So these are the tools that is available for editing. Similarly, we are having one more, Adobe Audition also is a sound editing tool. For video editing tool, we are having Magisto. It is a freeware. We are having OpenShot. This is only available for Linux. Then VideoPad. Then These three are your free tools, whereas Final Cut Pro, it is available only for Mac and you need to purchase it. Similarly, Vegas, sometimes it is known as Sony Vegas software. This is also available for purchasing. You need to add some kind of animation into your e-content, so you need animation tools also. So for that, a freeware is there, that is Art of Illusion, then Adobe Flash is there, Blender is there. These are the three animation tools that you can use to give some kind of feeling of a real working. And apart from that, you can use the PowerPoint presentation to make some kind of animations also. That will be 2D animation and a very limited amount of animation that you can do with PowerPoint. Now, authoring tool. What is the authoring tool basically? Whatever text you have created or graphics you have created or audio you have created, video you have created, making all those things at one place, combining everything to make one big tool or one big content, that is the authoring tool. For that, you can have some freeware, that is EXE Learning, you have Xtray, you have GLO Maker, you have LAMS, you have Toolbook and Cam Studio. Apart from authoring, this Cam Studio give you some kind of screen recording facility also. In authoring tool, you are having licensed, that is called Adobe Captive, then Camtasia Studio, it is also provide you screen recording, then Filmora, it also provide you screen recording, then Virtual Dub, then Lightworks, iSpring, all of them are your authoring tools. We have discussed some of them are free tools, some of them are license tool. Taking all of them into one, we can make our whole product that's supposed to be reaching to our audience. Now, along with that, we need some kind of hardware depending on the subject you are capturing. Sometimes you need to capture the screen. For that, all these softwares that I have told you right now are enough, and sometimes you need to carry a camera practically to record it. So you need a digital camera or a mobile phone or a camcorder. Along with this, you need some kind of microphone to capture sound. Apart from that, you need some kind of supporting tool like stands and lights also. So these are the things that you need when you are creating a e-content. Now we'll see how to create a e-content by using some of these tools. We'll be using Camtasia Studio for this. Let us do that.